This video is an angry, ranting opinion piece. You've been warned. This video is going to be unscripted. I'm trying to get it out quickly because I am very, very angry. Let's start by laughing at the punchline that is Magikarp because the setup of Gyarados makes it funny. Then let's laugh at the punchline of Feebas because the setup of Milotic makes it so funny. Let's also laugh at the punchline of Wimpod because the setup of Golisopod makes it so funny. Seems the general consensus is that these jokes are funny and everyone loves them. It's what makes Dudunsparce so unfunny in comparison. I'm pretty sure there was less negativity to the idea of Dunsparce evolving into Drampod during the Sun and Moon era. I would have taken that in a heartbeat. I get the joke. I think the joke sucks ass. You know what I do find funny? I find it funny Yokai Watch gave its own Tsuchinoko far more respect. Yokai Watch has a better sense of humor hand over fist. Noko is a funny little guy, Bloominoko is a funny little guy, Pandanoko is a funny little guy, Robonoko is a funny little guy, Starry Noko is a funny little guy. These guys make me laugh. It also makes me laugh when they give Shadowside Noko a really cool dragon-like variant. This guy is the Dunsparce evolution Pokemon fans have salivated at and dreamed about. I find that very funny. I look at Dudunsparce and I'm not laughing. In the 20 years of Dunsparce getting nothing, Yokai Watch was busy being funnier with its own Tsuchinoko. On top of being 100 times better as a video game, I can laugh at Noko getting a big white beard as a sage because I have a sense of humor. I can also laugh at Bloominoko getting reincarnated as a super powerful hot redhead dragon slayer woman, whom you can get married to in Yokai Watch Puni Puni, by the way. Noko got to be a funny futuristic robot with actually good animation. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has a fair share of barely animated robots. Why couldn't Dunsparce or Dudunsparce become a funny, barely animated robot? Dudunsparce just triggers my sense of anger because of how unfunny it is. All this anger also carries over to Mega Dragonite. It's bad enough we haven't gotten a Mega Flygon because of artist block, which just motivates me to respect Yokai Watch all the more for being cooler about fan art. Dragonite has always been one of my favorite Pokemon. Enter the Dragonite is still one of my favorite anime episodes, but that doesn't mean that I love every single thing about Dragonite, mainly how it completely throws off the line visually. It's the same issue that I have with Blastoise, where the final evolution may as well have been a completely different monster line, and part of why that annoys me is because I've started to really appreciate Dragonair and Dratini a lot more over the years. Dratini and Dragonair make me wish Pokemon games were half as good as Yokai Watch games, so that I could use unevolved monsters without it holding me back. You know, a concept they market in the anime, but is only realistic in actually good games. Some snarky person is probably gonna assume I don't have a sense of humor and that I can't do any better, so I'll do them one better. Since I've been making my own monsters, I'll incorporate my own jokes. Huge thanks to John Flan for helping with these designs. If Pablo Picasso says the best artists steal, and Pokemon devs can steal from Ultraman and get away with patenting it, then I'll do the same. It also helps that Ultraman is officially a Yokai Watch character, so it all circles around to being an actually good game. I'll start by taking the friend-shaped dragon trope of Dragonite, that's apparently supposed to be so damn funny, and I'll also take notes from Disney's The Reluctant Dragon and add some Gudra and Lapras in there, with hints of Jigglypuff, to create a healer dragon called Nursey. I'm sure I can make some funny stuff out of a funny, friendly dragon. If the goal was to make Dragonite cool and super strong despite being so dumb looking, I'll try to do you one better on that angle too. I'll take Devon and Cornwall from Warner Brothers' Quest for Camelot, and add the coolness of the Light and Darkness Dragon from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga. Here's a dragon monster called Twymite. Am I a comic genius now? Will you hand over all of your brand loyalty to me just like you do with Dragonite because he's so darn funny? In my quest to become a comedic genius, I shall take this peer-reviewed funny scale, clearly scientifically proving that Noko is 100 times funnier than Dudunsparce Dudunsparce, I shall take Noko and flow it into Dratini, and create my own Tsuchinoko. Here's Flowworm. Since the little guy is a lucky little clover, let's play into that with the majesty of Dragonair, and make it a flying plant Hydra, since hydrangeas are flowers. So here's Tridrangia. Now let's shake things up a bit from Dragonite, because we can easily make this line more unique from Dragonite's line. All we have to do is make the third stage of evolution actually look like it's part of the line. So here's a bunch of plant-related Norse mythology as Yggdrasil, the Tree of Life. Now I'm sure it's not as comedic, because it hopefully doesn't look like it's part of a completely different evolution line, but somehow I'm pretty confident I'll be able to live without laughing about that. And as for you, the viewer watching this, I hope you at least enjoyed the monster designs John Flan and I were able to make, and I certainly hope I was able to make you laugh. And if not, well then I guess you just don't have a sense of humor because I, a random stranger on the internet, said so. Leave a comment about it, because I can judge the depths of your soul and character based on internet interactions, because I am just that full of myself.